Hey guys, this is Level Up session 82 with the awesome your video. They can see you now. Ross Tran, awesome. It's been 2 years, man. What's
Yeah, it's
up?
been. Oh man, 2 years goes by so fast. Hey guys, how's it going? I
It's crazy.
on here almost exactly 2 years ago when I first started my channel, and
Yeah,
it's
man. That
whew,
was so exciting. I remember seeing your videos up, your very first episodes coming up, and we're so excited to have you. I remember like you deciding on doing that YouTube thing, and your videos were so fresh back then. Then just to see somebody from the industry coming up with such a cool way to teach people new stuff and personality you came up with, that was just amazing. And I today I would love to talk about a little bit. How you evolved as a person during those 2 years that I still cannot believe passed so fast. And I would also love to touch on, obviously, your big thing, Nima project, that is still live on Kickstarter. And you guys can find a link to that Kickstarter just in the description to this video. It's still running for like 5 days now, right?
yeah, it's like 3-4 days left, I think, around there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. And I really love this project, backed it, and cannot wait for my book, man. That's
Yes,
awesome.
for
Yeah,
sure.
that's great. You should be proud, man. It's funded like what, 400%?
Yeah. Ooh, it's been crazy so
Yeah.
far. I just want to it's like a lot of stimulus, right? It's like this is going on, this is going on. I just had Comic Con and the book, and I want to make it as special as possible. Um, yeah, and so it's been a crazy ride, and I'm so happy to be here, just like talk with you guys again. I haven't heard your voice in like 2 years. That's like,
That's crazy. I think we should like keep touch besides level up sessions. I mean, it would be easier to live in California anyway. That would be way easier actually to keep in touch. In general, with probably like 80% of the artists working in the industry.
yeah,
But and I would get some sun too. The Californian sun. God damn it, that would be nice. Okay, Darek is here. Papa, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you sound
Yeah, I'm
exhausted.
just working in the background, so I will be listening to your
We are-
voices.
yeah, we are a little bit short on people today. Everybody's working hard to make a living. Yeah, so Papa will be working in the background. Somebody has to work.
yeah.
While me and Ross will talk a little bit about his journey throughout those 2 years. What have you been doing on Comic-Con? How was it?
No, Comic Con was great. It was my second Comic Con, and I mainly got it to meet everybody and promote the Kickstarter for my book. It's really cool meeting the fans, right? Because meeting subscribers and followers. Because for me, I feel like I'm a bedroom producer, right? I produce videos and I draw in my bedroom, and then suddenly I see people go, "Hey, I watch you." I was like, "Oh, shit."
Intimidating, right? Well, because you created in such an isolated space for such a long time, and then you come out, you realize, oh, all those little numbers,
Right.
or avatars are actually people that love, hate, love your work. So that's just always strikes me too. Like I'm getting a little uncomfortable, but it's driving. It's a driving experience on the Comic-Con, or?
Oh, sorry. You're cutting out a little bit.
Oh yeah, can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yeah. Can you say it again?
Did you have your own booth on Comic-Con, or?
Yeah. So I have a booth for Comic Con, and I had like a Nima cutout. Do you want to see real quick? Actually, it's in the garage, so it's too far.
Oh yeah, sure, man. Yeah, you can share your screen and let's see. Yeah, I've seen some. You sent me some selfies out from there. That look great.
Good. Turn. How do I screenshot? Okay.
Top left, share screen.
Cool. Can you actually wait 10 seconds? I'm gonna get my cutout.
Off.
I'm gonna run the garage and get my cutout. Yeah. Cool. You're right.
Hey, Darek, are you here?
Yes, just waiting for my food.
For food? You eat food? Why do you eat your food?
It's in the preparation. Oh, it's coming.
Oh, food. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay, we have Ross back.
So this is the.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's almost life size, right?
Yeah, it's almost life size. It's like 5'1", and I had this at my booth, and people were taking pictures of it. And this is to promote the Kickstarter for my book. So it's pretty dope. So here. But
that's awesome,
dude. Yeah, Comic-Con was super fun. Sorry, go ahead.
Did you meet a lot of fans of yours? And was that the first time you encountered that? No, because that was your second Comic-Con, right?
Yeah, that was my second Comic-Con. But I think it was the first time that I felt like it was a significant difference between me producing videos in my bedroom to meeting people outside. Because some people are like, oh my God, I watched you since your first video. Or, oh my God, I love your dog. Or, oh my gosh, I follow you before your YouTube channel. And it was like so interesting to see the mixture of people who watch my stuff. And sometimes it hasn't clicked that I'm here, you know, because it's only been 2 years. my videos have only been around the internet for 2 years. And so for me, I still feel like the Ross 2 years ago in a way. And then suddenly like, hey, we watched you on YouTube. And they like, I was like, oh, cool.
So how did your formula for videos and how did your way of creating stuff, especially for YouTube, changed? Is there anything you learned during that time, or how did that 2 years? What did you learn during that time in regards to YouTube career? Let's say.
Yeah, obviously editing got better, but I think the number one thing I learned is to not worry. I think people worry too much. Before I was too worried about making a perfect video or releasing it at a perfect time or having the perfect piece. But I really think YouTube is just like hey, you're the channel and you're a creative guy, you know your stuff, just relax and paint. And so that's what I learned over the years. It's just to relax more because like the very start, you know, like my videos have been like super information heavy, more like, oh my gosh, here's everything. And it was really tedious on me and I worried about everything. But now I feel like people like the relaxed nature, you know, like, hey, we're gonna go paint today. I invited some of my friends and we're gonna turn me into a girl. Let's do it. And so
it creates a community around it, and it makes you just not maybe makes you, but it makes people, you're basically inviting people to meet you as you are, not the prepared Ross and the perfect Ross, you know, that is you know, there to deliver the most viral video on the internet, right? I mean, it still goes viral, but obviously a lot more genuine. I think that was the problem we had with Level Up 2, that we you know, basically ran out of steam, and it was just hard to keep up, and we didn't want to be fake. And I think that's the same thing here, and just chilling out and just letting it go and showing up.
Yeah,
helps,
showing up.
Because that's awesome, man. So how did your color dodging is going? Is there any new color dodge in town, or it's still just color dodge?
Oh my God, it's still color dodge, but it's crazy because, you know, when I meet people at these conventions like Comic-Con or Anime Expo, they yell it at a distance. They're like, Ross, what time is it? And I'm like, it's color dodge. It's so crazy because I did not ever expect that to be a thing, right?
Yeah.
The first video was like, hey, I like this vibrant lighting. I want to use it here. And then everyone was like, oh my God, keep doing it. And so it just became a meme.
It kept on going. Oh yeah. Keep calm and color dodge, the chat says. Oh yeah, definitely.
I saw some sweet color dodging on your fan art of Nima. That looks freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, boy. I call dodge the hell out of it. I miss call dodging in my commercial work.
Yeah.
They don't dig it as much, but I'm like, fuck this. I'm doing personal now. I can call dodge anything.
Yes.
So yeah,
Everything.
yeah. I had a lovely time with that little piece. One day off, and I could just do a little Nima fan art.
Yeah, dude.
That was really awesome. No, man. I mean, once let's talk about Nima. When exactly was she born, and what was the idea behind her character, and maybe how it transitioned into actually discovering it can be your personal project?
Gotcha. Like how I kind of discovered and gave birth to it through YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Nima was developed in school, and it was actually for a class project. And I kind of first of all, when I did it, I didn't have any story or anything. It was just a class project, and it looked cool. Red skin, white hair. Just those kind of visual elements kind of anchored it. And so I started exploring the world, but then I put it on the shelves. I quit art school, and then we had to talk about this where I quit
exactly.
Acting and stuff like that. And then I started YouTube, and I found my place again on YouTube. But after a year of YouTube, I felt like something was missing. I felt like I didn't have anything that's mine, that's tangible, my own character, that's prominent. And I loved making art, and I love having this new platform of YouTube. But I wanted a story that's on it. And so I was like, hey, I think right now is a great time to do your Nima book again. This is what you wanted to do from the very start, is to create world, to create characters, to create environments. And so I'm like, all right, my new and biggest goal for next year is just to launch my Kickstarter. That's my only goal, the Kickstarter for my book. And so I'm just like, oh my God, here we go. And so I launched it, and I can't believe I'm doing it. But the thing is, right when I'm trying to start my book, and right when I really want to dive into my book, my channel blows up, right? All my numbers.
But you kept creating stuff for it, right? During the time you were. Yeah, so how the hell did you do that? How did you, because you just said, hey, my only plan for this year is to launch a Kickstarter. We all know how to make a workable, the Kickstarter that will work, you would actually have to go 80% in with the final product to actually make it, to deliver it. And how did you manage to actually work at the same time on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I knew that in order for my Kickstarter to become successful, I wanted to maximize and have a really good foundation base. So I just planned all my videos ahead of time. Rather than before on YouTube, I rather kind of did it on the go. And so I kind of planned everything. And so when the time hits, when it's 2 months, 1 month in, I'll have a pack of videos that hit nail on the head. Totoro, Little Mermaid.
Oh, okay.
I try to get heavy hitters. And so that maximized my audience, and then it started blowing up a lot. And then I launched my Kickstarter. And so it's been great so far. And my book actually is projected to launch December of 2018. I know that's a while away, but it's only because it's my first book, and I'm super perfectionist, and I want the book to be the most amazing, incredible thing I've released. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, as long as it delivers, that's enough for everyone, I think. I think I would prefer to wait a little longer to get a better product than to receive it, half a year earlier and to be somewhat lacking. So I think you're completely understanding what everyone needs, and I think that's great. But I still cannot believe how fast it got funded. Can you show us the Kickstarter page, maybe, just
sure.
for us to take a look at, and maybe you can explain how, because what I also love about your stuff is that you design well, and not only paint well, and that design, I didn't mean only that, but design well in terms of, I love the cover, it looks like the collector's edition cover for the book, it's just simple and and nice, and yeah, it just shows through your design sense. I really like how it shows for that in the design of the book itself with the individual pages and stuff, and hopefully, yeah, we can get to see more of that. So I was going to ask about the format of the book. Is there any story involved in there that will be grounded in the book itself, or is it just visual Bible? How do you...
It definitely has a story. I'm writing the story and everything like that. The book follows the story through the exploration of the world. And so there's a rough story, but it's not a comic book. It's not like a graphic novel. It's a
yeah, definitely.
The visual development of the characters and the world and the environments. And I love, like, I want every page to have like nice type and good information. But yeah, there is a story, because what I plan to do with the book is pitch it for an anime. So any producer or director can grab this book and go, we want to make this into an anime. And so
I was about to ask about that. What's your plan, goddammit? I don't think it will stop on a book, right?
No, it won't stop.
Yeah.
The book, volume 1, because I can't fit everything into this book, you know, because there's like a lot that I want to achieve. But yeah, the book is going to have 2 or 3 volumes, and eventually I want to take it and bring it to a studio and go, hey, there's a Kickstarter for this. There's an established fan base, and I have a fan base and audience as well. I think this would be successful, and it would like potentiate into an anime, a movie, toys, games, stuff like that. But that's my ultimate plan, is to have this into a franchise.
Yeah, it looks like everything was planned, really. It doesn't look like you just after a year thought, oh, that would be a good time to launch Nima. It looked planned to me. At least the part when you, I mean, obviously you couldn't know if it would work from that time, but it looks really fluent and smart the way you did it with gaining audience through YouTube and making your personality visible, and then sort of showing people that you can do original stuff that is just beyond beautiful and make people want it. That's really awesome. And you rarely see that. Sometimes you see people just doing the YouTube thing and grinding on it. Sometimes you see people just going for the personal project thing without the backup of the fan base, which can be hard. So this looks like a perfect balance between actually doing like social media, I don't know how to call it, career, let's say, and then putting it in the context of the personal project. I think it's sort of a dream of do that, but you have to have the personality for it, right?
It's been pretty crazy. It's like, it's a much different, I feel like, from what I've done on my channel. And eventually I want to adapt some of the storytelling kind of a world into my channel as well. But yeah, like so far my plan, I guess, was to, well, not when I first started, but as YouTube went to a more visible pathway in my career, I thought it was a great opportunity to introduce Nima again. And I feel like she has a world and she's a character that people would fall in love with. And so I wanted to push that this year.
That's awesome. I can see some like really interesting character stuff in there that is just implying a lot of cool relationships in there. Yeah, just like this team shot. Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh, I'm so excited. Doing good.
Man. Yeah, that's awesome. I still cannot believe it was 2 years. I thought it was like, yeah, like 1 year ago we did something, yeah, we did the session, and then I'm like, 2 years, holy damn it. So how many videos have you done? And yeah, how much time does it take to make one of those videos?
Oh my God. I don't even know how many videos I have now. I just like every week I post something. I think it's maybe around 40 something or 50 videos.
Yeah.
Before, it literally took like 3 to 4 days. And now it still takes that amount of time, but it goes a lot smoother. Like, oh, I know what I want now. Before, like when I first started, I watched every single take and I mess up a lot. right? I'm like, hey guys, welcome to another episode of. Hey guys.
Oh yeah.
I had to watch every single one, but now I just find one that works and I put it in, and it goes a lot.
Yeah. You found a formula that works, and it's a little different with Level Up because that's why we don't edit, right? Editing takes a lot of time, and like having a pre-recorded material, you kind of expect some sort of a quality and coherence out of those videos. And also, I think what is the quintessential about your videos is just they're just fun to watch. And in order to make that fun to watch, you have to act. You have to be yourself, you have to edit, and then you have to put some VFX color dodge on top, which is still, work to be done. So it doesn't come free with those hours put in. So
yeah, totally, dude. It takes a lot of time, and I was kind of freaking out. Like a week ago, I'm like, hey, when my Kickstarter gets funded and I'm out there working on my book, and I don't want to lose my audience and not post videos. So I'm heavily considering hiring an editor. And I think it's a great investment. I'm going to hire an editor who I vibe very well and have kind of the similar taste and can publish and edit videos to my liking. And so I'll work on my book and also pay the editor to have my videos. So yeah.
Oh yeah, and that kind of letting go, because
for sure.
We as artists are control freaks, I think.
I know. You have no
because
idea.
I talk with my girlfriend a lot, and she's a musician and she plays in the band, and it's great to hear her story as a creative person that is involved with other people that may come alive, right? With us, the song is the artwork, and we are the band, right? We decide on everything, just one person, which is exceptional. And I think a lot of decision making is in our head, and it just happens intuitively. But at the same time, letting go of these things and trusting other people to do it is hard, but I think worth it, and just frees you up to do more stuff after a while, right?
Dude, I have that problem, I feel like. It's like I am actually a control freak, and it's not because I'm a control freak. It's more of like I feel like I know how to do it, and I can do it well and precise, and I kind of know how to kind of what I want for my channel and what my audience expects. But I feel like this is a challenge for me. Just trust someone with my channel and kind of guide them in the direction I need them to be guided in. And it's also it's a challenge, but I feel like it's an important trait that every artist needs, is just let someone take the creative direction and trust them.
Yeah, exactly. And editing is sort of this invisible job that is not being like, if it's same style as the previous ones, nobody will really notice, right? So, and it saves you tons of work and frees you up to do your book, which is really important right now. So I think it's well worth it. And a lot of people are excited about it. Me, including me, and a lot of people. So can't wait to see it, man. And I think hiring an editor is just would be a smart thing to do right now. I was going to ask about this too. Do you work for any clients right now, or you just keep it YouTube and the book, or how does it work?
I take on clients if they are like super serious about it, like they want me. But usually, But right now, my my day-to-day is basically just YouTube, just Patreon, just like all of the digital stuff. So I don't really have clients, but I do have one that like really likes what I do from China. And they're like, hey, we would love to have this. So I was like, okay, I will do that on my spare time for sure.
Yeah, that's a great thing. You kind of find those people who really dig your style, and then you can make a harmonious relationship out of it. I also have a couple of companies like this that just makes it so fluent and good. You tend to sometimes work with clients that are loving what you do, but at the same time they're kind of trying to get something. Like, it's completely fine. There are clients, you have to do what you do, but sometimes it's just a little bit more painful for the artist than from, just find those clients that really great. We have some questions here in the chat right now. Jason is asking, Ross, I love your work. How do you come to develop this unique style that you have right now? The colors are always vibrant and beautifully harmonious.
Okay, I think anyone's style comes from things that they like, that they're rooted in. And so it's whatever you grew up with. Like, I think of it this way. It's in basically our life is like a game, MMORPG. The thing we like at the beginning that we gravitate towards, that we're introduced to at a very young age, as a kid, we grow to like it. And they could be story, they could be character. People can like something for something different. So growing up, I like Japanese culture. I love anime a lot. I love fighting games. I love stuff that have like a lot of character, like Pikachu, Zelda, Link, Mario. And so that kind of the essence of it kind of rooted through to where I am now. And I had a phase in the middle where in high school, I loved concept art, like Craig Mullins, Jamie Jones, all those amazing digital painters. And so I had that phase of like 2 years where that's all I would do. And so I think right now, I remember stuff I loved as a kid, and I remember just to be myself. And so the Japanese culture mixed with the digital painting master kind of just like got jumbled in together.
Yeah.
And that I feel like
oh yeah, man. Yeah, I remember discovering your work back then. I think when you were just finishing school, when I just remember seeing your work, and it was a lot more into that traditional digital painting. You know what I mean? That like the not the vibrant style you have now, but curve. And to know that it was your style back then, but it was more kind of a safe bet on something that people have done before, right? That you liked and you appreciated and you wanted to imitate and create in, and then you sort of abandoned it, and from that was born a new Ross, a guy that just intuitively grabs stuff out of those styles into when you create, or you just comes through. How does it work?
I think, oh man, I have not thought about that in a while. I feel like when I create an image on my YouTube channel, stuff like that, I feel like I know what hits, the vibrancy, the color dot, and stuff like that. And then sometimes I'll see opportunities where I can mix in those painterly stuff. So I'll do smudging, I'll use everything I loved from before, and stuff like that. But for the Nima project, I feel like I'm not trying to do anything. I'm not trying to make it look like it. I feel like it's just me, And
yeah, that's great.
Yeah, the shapes and the color, stuff like that. I feel like it comes as ease, and I feel like that'll happen for anyone, or for you, the asker of the question about the style, is when it just comes naturally, and when you just kind of like it, and when you're not trying to make it anything. I feel like that's your actual style, and it's always going to develop. You're always going to like new things. You're always going to not like new things, and everything will just gradually adapt into your own personal style.
Yeah, but at the same time, that person cannot, knowing that you were experienced at the experienced stage when you kind of lose all the wires and let yourself fly. At the same time, there is a lot of frustration when you are not experienced enough and you're trying to have this fucking style. I want to have my style, And at the same time, I don't have enough experience with looking at things. I don't have enough personality to say, I like this, I don't like this, I like this, I don't like this. And then you're sort of a mushy thing that is just like, oh, and you don't know what's happening. think is happening is that you have to have fundamentals in there and taste, at least a little smear of it, to kind of base that flow on, right?
Totally. I think foundation is one of the most important things, and that's what I really gravitate in college. I just wanted to work on my fundamentals. You know, I wanted to have good anatomy, know about color, kind of about perspective. I'm not that good at it, but in my mind, I'm just like, I don't really need that. But I want to be good.
The time will come.
Yeah. And also, like, you get a Photoshop and stuff like that. And so I would dedicate 1, 2 to 3 years on purely kind of foundation and fundamental, but make sure you do personal stuff in between as well. Don't do all foundation because, like, you know, you're a creator. You know, you're not a robot. So I would really try to nail foundations.
Yeah. There is one question in the chat that is, I think, really important right now, because you as a person have taken a little bit different path and a little bit more courageous, I would say, in terms of not following the work like codex of every concept that would be work for bigger and bigger and bigger companies every time. You just said, okay, this is me right now. I will do my own stuff. And how do you feel like that decision impacted you? Do you want to go back to freelancing, or you feel like this is it and that decision was good, it goes along my personality? Would you advise that to other people to become personalities? Or
totally. So here's the kind of here's the thing that I really learned through art and my art journey is that, you know, when you're starting out, you're always trying to have a goal, right? Your end goal. And so when I first found out about the art industry, that I can find out that I can make it for a living, you know, doing art for a living. It was around 16, 17, and I wanted to work for Blizzard. I was like, oh my gosh, I play all Blizzard's games and I want to be a game designer. I want to do game art.
Obviously, goddammit.
Yeah. You know, we all start with Blizzard. That always happens for some reason.
Yeah,
Right? And then I went to college and I learned out all these new things. I'm like, hey, you can do this and you can do that. You can do this. And then I worked for game companies and I worked for apps and I worked for stuff like that. And I feel like, okay, it's not really me, you know, and I'm trying to find out what's the most me. And so I keep going on and finding, but always have an open mind. You know, you're never going to go into something like, hey, I'm going to be this. You know, it's more like, hey, I'm going to go for this, and whatever happens, happens. And so I worked for my first film, and that was really fun, you know, but I feel like I feel like I shine best when I'm creating my own stuff. So I launched the YouTube channel as a more instinct. Everything is like my instinct. So I launched it. And then, as I said before, you know, like a year into YouTube, I loved it, but I wanted to make my own book. I wanted to have something that's mine. And so that gravitated towards that. And it will always just go towards what I ultimately want to be. And right now, my goal is kind of to be the next Studio Ghibli, the next Nintendo. It's a big goal, I know, but I feel like I'm going in the right direction and I'm taking steps in.
Yeah.
And so
definitely, you have to have those big thoughts, even though, you know, once you say it out loud, it may sound funny to other people, but at the same time, it's driving you. You know, and so far you've been just over delivering at every possible stage of this journey of yours, which is the YouTube and the Nima, and you know, who knows what comes next. If we do a session in 2 years, I'll be living on that.
I know, like every 2 years, like make a tradition. Every 2 years, or every year, I don't know. I don't know how busy you guys are. But yeah, I think for any creator, have one big goal and be open to that big goal changing, you know? Be open to that big goal changing and let it shape you, because life, I feel like, can be a lot simpler if we just let it be simple. Sometimes we stress ourselves out like, oh my God, I need a job now. I want to work for this, and this is my goal, blah, blah, blah. But just like, hey, I'm going to make art. I'm going to create and have a big goal in mind, and this is your own art journey, and it can be a lot simpler than I originally made it up to be. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do we have another question here?
Yeah.
Which is, can I survive in the industry with only 2D concept art? Do I really need 3D? Maybe it's not the right question for us today, but in general, I think we can answer that. Do you use 3D in your work?
Do I what?
Hello?
Yeah.
Ross,
sorry.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay,
Yeah.
it's cutting out. Sorry, my great Polish internet is fucking up. There was a question, do you need 3D to survive in the industry right now? And my question to you was, do you use 3D in your art?
In school I did. In school I used 3D in my art because we had to take those classes. But I feel like what school does is just to try to prepare you for success, right? And right now a lot of people like 3D and stuff like that, and I see the 3D. But I feel like for my pathway, I don't need 3D, but I still like to learn it, you know. But my priorities are 3D is like down here. But
I think what you prefer and what is the same tool for you as the 3D, let's say on the movie job, is shooting a hot dog and having, shooting a hot dog with ketchup and mustard on it. It's just as much information as you get out of 3D, even more because it's already textured and colored.
Yeah.
So it's sort of the same type of a base thing that you treat as a either a block mesh design or in color and texture inspiration. It's just another way of doing it, and a tool, right? And it shouldn't be more, I think.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Exactly. So let me dive into the other. Oh, is there anything you want to show us here?
Oh my gosh! Remember this?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was during the session, right?
That was during the session. Wait, how long?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, how long?
I'm really. I feel really bad. You know why? Because you can read that. That was the session 71. Right now it's session 82. We literally did 10 sessions over the course of 2 years. Darek, are you fucking here? Darek, report back, goddammit, from the shadows of Poland. Please respond. Darek. No, he's lost. We lost him. See, that's why we do only one session per half year. Because we're just all over the place.
But yeah, that was so fun. I'm just looking at my art station right now. Just chilling around. And
that's a lot of art.
I haven't looked at it in a while. You know what I mean? Like I just produce and I never like stand back and like look at kind of. Oh my gosh, I love this image. This is one of my favorite ones.
Oh yeah. It looks like a movie frame out of the anime. That would,
Do you have a favorite, by the way? Like, do you have a favorite painting?
Painting of yours?
Yeah.
What I would love to, I love your new style in terms of portrait painting. The girl with the finger touching her mouth. Yeah, this one I really love it. It just merges those two worlds together: the world you've been in a little bit and the world you are in right now in terms of painting style and design. It's still the color-wise it's in there, but the shape-wise it's taste. Well, what I would love to see. And I'm not sure if you're going there at all, but to see at least Nima going into that more, just wanted to see how it would look like as a movie frame. And it was just like, not, it's basically what you're doing right now, but just seeing more like sequential and just getting in there, goddammit. Yeah, just like this one. I love it. It's awesome.
This is one of my favorite paintings I've ever done, I think. It's just like, I feel like it's just cool, and it's like me as a kid. It's like, oh, that's cool, and I'm pretty proud of that one. But yeah, didn't you want me to paint today? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, that's what we talked about a little bit before. I love your sketches, like the quick ones you upload to Instagram. Can you go up a little bit? Yeah. Oh, show us your Instagram. Everybody follows Ross on Instagram. God damn it, he doesn't have enough followers, right? Never fucking enough. Yeah, that's good, man. You've been blowing up lately. I love it. You deserve it. Totally deserve it. Yeah, these. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful. Awesome. Let's.
Thank you.
Can you show us a little bit how it works? You don't have to like do the entire thing today, but you know, just a little glimpse.
How it works, like how like I sketch or how I.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I have this kind of prepared a little bit.
Holy shit! Always prepared, perfectionist.
So I can do something for you here. Is that cool?
Yeah, perfect, man.
Let's see. I'll just name it something random. Like
Yeah, I always do that.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see. I usually have just some colors around. You know, I don't like to start super fresh because that's kind of scary for me. So I have some lines here, and I just try to see it before I do it, right? Like I can already see this going somewhere.
Yeah. One question before you go further. Where do the lines come from? They just appeared on my screen. How do you like?
Oh, gotcha. I sketched this.
Yeah.
I sketched this, I think, off of reference right before I streamed. So I have something that's not like...
Yeah. Okay. So you basically take a pose and you look at it and then you stylize it to your needs.
Yes.
Okay.
That's usually kind of what happens where I find really cool photos, I grab inspiration from it and stylize it.
That's awesome. Okay. And then you do like one rough pass line work and then refine it on top because these lines are really clean.
Right.
These are just like painted in. That's the first pass on it or like a second, third?
This is probably the second pass on it. I scribbled.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I scribbled like the first one
Yeah.
already, and then I was like, "Hey, let's make it better and clean and define some more shapes." And then I did it again.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. Yeah, sorry for like digging so deeply, but I'm really curious myself.
Hey, man, go ahead. You still haven't shown me.
Extracting.
You still haven't shown me your method. And I've been asking.
Method of what? Oh.
Yeah, that.
Like the thing with underpainting. Let me launch the Photoshop. Let's see. I can show you. I can share it. I mean, it's my friend's technique that is available. I think the tutorial is somewhere on Gumroad, but I will spare you $5 and I will just show it. But no. You can draw here, and I will just let you know once it's up.
Let me know when it's up.
So you pick a really vibrant color to start with, right?
Yeah, it's always like a vibrant
for this container. Love the shapes already, man. That was really cool. How did we call it 2 years ago? Dragony shapes, or?
Yeah, like dragony shape. I think you said.
Yeah. Polish.
I like dragony.
Yeah, right. God damn it. Okay, where do I have it? It's just one trick, and I would love to see how you would actually approach it. Let me just find this here. Alrighty, double tutorial combo.
Double tutorial combo. Here you go.
Oh yeah, boy. Let's go. Okay, so you're using that reference on the right for color specifically, right?
For color specifically, yeah. Just grab it.
So is that your artwork that you did before, or it's something that you found?
This was. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Look at that. Yours is so pretty. I hate you right
now.
No.
Continue. Please continue.
Yeah. So this was what I did like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It was it's on my channel actually. It's a video. I took a fan's drawing and I made this out of it.
That's freaking amazing.
It's what?
That's like Disney quality enhanced. That's really
Thanks,
good.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I really like the colors and kind of like the shapes of this, and so I'm just kind of trying to use the colors of this to get that.
Yeah, I always wondered how the hell Lasky do the eyes. Like the really striking thing about any good portrait work is always the eyes, right? That's where you go. The very first, there's like the eyes. That's where you hit it, and then everything is the secondary to it, I would say, in terms obviously the global shape design and so on, but in terms of the personality of the character and how that relates to how people perceive it is, yeah. So once you get the eyes right, then everything else is, people feel connected.
Yeah, totally. I see that. Should I stop mine a little bit and watch yours, or?
I actually, it will be really quick. So if you can see my screen right now, doing all of these pieces in the same PSD, really. And I just had this open at the same time just to, I think it's Jeremy Lipking's piece, like just to see the quality of the underpainting and stuff. So I was really curious, how would you go about simulating in Photoshop? And basically you can see what I did is, if I will deconstruct it, it's basically black and white painting.
Ooh, interesting.
So this is just black and white. You just paint with black and white values, and then you just have the gradient map on top of it here. That is basically taken like that out of the underpainting, sampled, right? So you go to Google, you Google underpainting, you put it into Photoshop, and you sample each value step, right? So you get this nice thingy here. And then everything you paint underneath, I don't have my tablet connected right now, but if you would just go in and paint in with the black, you can see that it sort of, if it gets blacker or brighter, it sort of reacts. I don't paint with anything else, and it sort of reacts dynamically. It's pretty cool. And then when you I like multiply texture to it, just a texture like this.
Yeah.
And multiply, then all the whites are replaced with
Bro,
yeah.
That's so good. I love it.
Yeah, and then you do a little bit of contrast and stuff, and it's done. So you can see the other one or not.
Let me try that gradient map thing. Can you show me quick?
Yeah, do you want to see?
Let me use it on mine. Does that work?
Yeah, I mean, sure. You can just see how it works. Not sure if it will. Like, I'm just going full in, replicating the style, but you know, you can. You would have to sample from my screen. Have you? Yeah. You can just print screen my screen and then just use the colors, or maybe find your own colors, whatever you want.
Let me print screen yours real quick, and let me try that.
Yeah, some
Wait.
tutorial exchange.
Yeah, dude. Wait, so I just like screenshot like that? Like
just grab it, and then you can just.
Okay.
Everybody print screens right now.
Everybody print screens. Cool.
It's really cool, you know, because I was doing a lot of black and white sketches, and I didn't really like it. But I was thinking, how do I make it more attractive without? You would actually have to paste it into another file, I think, not to break it, or just sample from it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, or so place it over the gradient map, and then put the gradient map below this layer to sample from it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because it just affects it. Yeah, just like that. Double click.
I feel like I'm learning again, and it feels like strange but really cool. Like I've never done this, but I want to. Okay, so I make a stop, right?
Yeah, you make a step, and then you just like double, yeah, and bam.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is a very not very intuitive thingy. So if you grab the,
Oh no! What am I doing wrong?
what's happening, right? I don't know. There you go. I think, yeah, if you click now and
But it doesn't like get it.
yeah, there you go. And then you go through each step, but still you have to follow the value structure from black and white.
Okay. Okay. I'll figure it out when we're not. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, there is some stuff you can do with it for sure.
Yeah.
But you sort of have to keep the value structure exactly as it is. Just change the colors.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
you're sort of getting results now. So if you would, let's say, apply it, just apply it, whatever you feel like is working right now.
Yeah.
And then if you paint underneath with black and white, it will actually like dynamically change.
Let me try that. Get rid of this one. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should see how the brush strokes react because it's a totally different story once you have the brush stroke on the opacity sort of underneath.
I'm just like, whoa, no.
But see how it's broken on the edges? It's just because there's a little bit of a but it gets a little bit richer in colors, right?
Yeah.
It feels like you're painting on multiplier or something.
I'm kind of feeling that.
There you go. That's something out of it.
That is something.
That's basically the method, but applied to your thing.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'm gonna like dig around with it more. Ooh, that's not cool. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna dig around with it a little more because I'm just like, I don't know what it is.
Okay, let me see if there are any questions.
Yeah.
Somebody asking if you make a living out of the YouTube thing, because we know that you also running Patreon, and how those two things correlate to each other. If, let's say, somebody would want to start a YouTube career and have a following of yours, do you think it's enough to support yourself, or you would actually have to go and do the Patreon or client work? How would you think that would work?
Yeah, I think the biggest misconception about, I guess, this generation is that you want to make a living off of doing something on YouTube. Because when I first started, that was the least of my intention. I think what I guess helped me was that I did it for fun, and I didn't want to make it a business at all. And so when people come to ask me, hey, can I do YouTube for a living? I think they're, not that they're wrong, but I guess their main intention is not clicking. And because when you go in it for the business, and the business doesn't turn out the way that you want, you're gonna burn out very quickly.
Yeah.
And so but yes, you can make a living, obviously. I feel like I'm proof of that, off of doing YouTube for a living, but I say tweak your intention about why you want to get into it, because in the long run, you're going to have to keep doing it, and it's not going to turn out the way you want to, like, at the very start. Like, mine didn't blow up until, like, I feel like this year. And so my Patreon kept me afloat while my YouTube channel was still, like, in progress. And right now I feel like YouTube doesn't pay that much, by the way, guys. It's your other avenue streams. So through YouTube is my platform, and so I meet people at conventions, and then through my Patreon, and then my book, and it all kind of adds up into your total income. But I'd say, like, YouTube is a great platform. It's not a great money-making tool unless you're like the top 5% of like million subscribers. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I've seen that the slow build up on your channel was kind of until what? How much do you have now? 300? No. How many subscribers do you have now?
Oh, I'm at like 290 or 280 something. I'm almost at 300, I think.
That's awesome. Okay, so almost 300,000. I remember you having this build up until I think 100,000 something, right? It was just like steady, but surely you were kind of getting more and more. But suddenly it got exponential, right?
Yeah. I think after the 100, and then I had my Beauty and the Beast video. It got 4 million views on Facebook, and so it like trickled in. They're like, "Oh my God, who's this guy? Like, who is this guy?" And then 9gag picked it up as well, and it was shared through their stuff, and people started finding out about me, and then it hit the masses a little bit, and then that's where a lot of my views have been. And then also consistency. Like, I posted every day for a month, and people were like, "Oh my gosh!" And so the YouTube I can't talk today. Sorry. The YouTube algorithms kind of put that in, like, hey, this guy looks dependable. Let's put him on our audience feeds, so like people can find me through clicking a lot better.
Yeah, that's what I noticed too. Like just keeping it consistent. And right now, I'm going through your videos, and almost all of them up until last 15 has under 100,000 views. So it just shows that it was just like I'm saying that like it's not a lot, but it's still a fucking lot, lots of views. But at the same time, you can say that it was, you know, video, same results, video, same results, video, same results, right? So if you expect to grow, that can be intimidating, because it doesn't matter how big the numbers are, you always want to grow a little bit, right? But when you're confronted with the same views every video for a year, you know, that makes you thinking, and only because you lasted that much and forced through that period, it just made you like I just see one with 1 million views right now, so it's just amazing, you know.
I know, that was crazy. This was actually the video that had 1 million views. It's and I felt like that really clicked. I'm like, oh, I'm starting to get it more, you know, like, oh, I'm starting to get the platform more. And they say there's a saying somewhere that after 2 years, usually you grab, like, you see your success after 2 years, and I'm like, holy crap, that's exactly what I'm going through right now. It's like after 2 years, I'm starting to see that success. And that's, if anyone wants to do YouTube and really wants to do it, I really encourage you guys to stick it out with 2 years. And this is a hard thing, you know, that's 2 years of your life. But if you really wanted to actually do it, you know, time does not matter. And the 2 years are going to pass by really quickly. I feel like a lot of luck is on my side as well. But I grinded for like 2 years straight, and it's been crazy.
I don't think it's luck. I mean, with the viral thing, you can say that, okay, it's lucky that I got viral, but at the same time, you had to be in the position to go viral in the first place, which is to make the right content at the right time to show up with this thing that will actually have a chance to go viral at this moment. So it's not like, you know, somebody just made a video for you and it gone viral. It was your work, your grind, and yeah. So how do you think those platforms correlate to each other? Because you put out different stuff on Facebook, you put different stuff on Instagram, and you put different stuff on YouTube. How those, which one is the most effective, and how do you treat them? Do you like feel like talking to different people out there, or how do you manage those platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube? How they're different for you?
Yeah, I think what I've learned the most is that YouTube has such a strong personal community, and I learned that like kind of almost recently. and and that's why I started to push my YouTube a lot more. Your fans grow with you. If you like think about like human interaction, you know, you get to know people when you see their faces and how they react and what they're going through and things like that. And so they see me, like my face and the FaceTime, the most on YouTube, because I'm like talking about my personal stuff, I'm talking about my career, and they're growing with me as well. Through Facebook, Facebook is tricky because it's more of like what captures your eye. You know, like,
oh, yeah. You scroll through real quick, whatever is punchy and gets through there, right?
exactly. You just scroll through, and I'm trying to basically just, it's not like trying to hit like it commercially. It's more of like what works the best with the platform that we have. And so Facebook really, I guess the most successful videos just grabs your attention the most. It's quick, it's easy, it's not like time consuming, because people are on Facebook just to like browse real quick and leave. But when you release a new video, your audience wants that experience of you know, getting to know you, a whole video and things like that. And then also Instagram is even shorter.
Yeah.
Even shorter with that stuff. And so I make it like super short as much as possible, and it gets shares. And when people find me out on Instagram, then they see that I have a YouTube channel, and then they find me out there that way. So every avenue stream is a little different, but YouTube is the most personal one because your fans stick with you.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's that storytelling part to it that you can actually engage in the conversation with people, right? So you don't do any live streams, but you use the Facebook's video potential too. So you kind of short edit your videos into that snippet thingies, and they tend to grab more attention on Facebook than the images themselves, right?
Yeah, totally. But I am gonna host my first live stream. It's
oh snap!
What?
When will that happen?
This Friday. It's basically a long live stream to conclude my Kickstarter. It's like a finale live stream, you know? And
that's awesome.
And it's gonna run for like a few hours, and it's gonna be just me and my friends talking about the book, just talking about art, playing games. It's gonna be on my channel, my YouTube channel.
Okay, so you're not using Facebook for streaming, you will use YouTube for streaming, or it will go both. Some people do both at the same time.
I love both, but I feel like YouTube is my family, and it's where I can grow.
Yeah, exactly. So we want to keep it exclusive, right? Yeah.
I want to keep it exclusive to it, but I will tell everyone. I will announce it probably tomorrow. I'm like, hey guys, I'm having a finale live stream on my YouTube channel on Friday at around maybe 6 Pacific time. So if you're there, come join in. I'm going to be painting for a few hours. We're going to make some awesome art and talk about my book.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we'll stay. I should do what?
You should come too. Say hi.
I should come. Oh, that's for sure, man. When is it exactly again? This Friday?
Yeah, this Friday at
This Friday,
I think from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. I'm painting for like 5 hours.
6 p.m. You know what hour it is in Poland? At 6 p.m. 3 a.m. God damn it.
3 a.m. Well, good. Well, good. You're gonna be up at 3 a.m. You know?
Yeah, right. Like every fucking day. So it doesn't make much difference.
So it works out.
Yeah, if I'll be up, I'll join in. I'm just finishing the long freelance grind. I think that was running me for like 3 months, and I'm like finally getting some rest on the 1st of August and just going for a road trip through Europe and to South France and through Alps and Dolomites, and yeah, that's like 2 weeks of freedom. So yeah, and then hopefully travel somewhere else too. I just can't wait to free my mind up a little bit. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
ever, and I want to go though.
Oh, you haven't? You never been to Europe?
No, should I go?
You have a personal invitation to Poland that is in Europe, so you can be in Europe, you can be in Poland, and then we can travel together through and call dodge the entire Europe.
Yes, I'm so going down.
Yeah, you take Milo with you and just go explore.
Did you call my dog Milo?
Milo? No, that's not his name.
Milo.
Milo. Okay, sorry, because the way you speak I in Polish, it's E. That's why I go with it. Maybe, you know, a little bit retarded. My mind is.
No,
After tons of work, I just tend to speak Polish sounds whenever I see it more comfortable. So yeah. So okay. So everybody is asking. No, somebody asks in the chat that Helix is asking, do I have personal invitation to Poland? Yes, you do. You can go whenever you want. There's such a shitstorm going on in Poland right now that, you know, everybody's welcome to calm this fucking country down a little bit. There is just a lot of political drama involved in our post-Soviet country. So, yeah. Whatever. Let's go back to the painting. What's going on? You are getting in some grays in there, grays that look like blue.
Yeah, I'm just like trying to test things out. I'm just kind of having fun, trying to play with different color combinations. I'm not sure what exactly is clicking, but I'm just moving forward. That's my only goal right now. And I feel like I'm trying to just nail some accents like that, you know. Some of these accents and kind of working on also these eyes, you know, just making it juicy. And my eyes right here is, I feel like it's the juiciest, so I'm trying to complement that from the whole entire kind of a piece. And so I'm kind of trying to nail the eyes a little better. And yeah, just kind of working from it.
Yeah, man, I love the way you paint eyes. God damn it. It's really nice, and even though there are like really sharp angles involved, these are still really feminine and striking. They're pretty awesome.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. We both did a lot of portraiture, so you know,
yes.
Little fetishes with like, oh, this curve should go a little bit more this way or this way.
Totally, I know what you mean. That's the thing.
Finding the perfect proportion, right?
Yes.
That's really great. I mean, I love how your portrait appear realistic, but when you dive in, it's actually really stylized. But the first impression is feels like the real person would look at me, just because you get the eyes like a little bit less stylized than the other things, and then it just hits the right thing. Really awesome.
Look at you dissecting everything. Jeez.
Sorry?
Look at you just analyzing and dissecting everything.
Yeah, that's the trap of my mind, man. I'm just like
I feel
fucking analyzing everything.
You're examining me right now.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, target acquired, analyze.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that. I'm just like, sometimes it's hard because I have to have each step in there prepared to take further, and then if I don't know the step 3 when I do step 1, I'm getting like anxious and I cannot do anything. Yeah, but sometimes you get to improvise and that frees you up a little bit. There was a question from Nemo.
Yeah.
Ross, what do you think about photo bashing?
Photo bashing?
Oh yeah.
Here's my complete take on it. You do whatever you want to get the image you want. And I think people have inhibitions where they go like, oh yeah, photos is cheating, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, we're all image makers. You know, we're all illustrators, we're all creators. And if you can get something that can create a piece that you wouldn't have created, like it guides your process in a way, in a different way, and creates something new, why not use it? And why not speed up the time, because we don't have all the time in the world, to speed up the time speed up the, what am I trying to say? Speed up the time into creating the image you want to create. At the end of the day, also, like, your consciousness, you know if you're doing the right thing or not. And only you know that. You can't, like, depend on the industry or other people to
reassure you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, reassure you about something else. Like, for me, I don't have a filter in a way, but I know if I'm doing something wrong. Like, if I take a very popular painting or image and slap it online, obviously that's morally wrong.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, like, hey, here's a picture of a tree, and I need a tree right now, and I know how to make this tree work into my advantage. So I was like, hey, that sounds morally right to me. And so I would I would just put that tree in or something.
Yeah, that's a good thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, you know what you're doing, and you do what you want to do. And if you want to use photos, I say use photos.
There you go. There goes your answer. Okay, there was another one. Ross, what is your next big focus? So you had that one with, okay, I will launch a Kickstarter this year. What is your next big thing that you want to get?
Yeah, my next big thing is to actually work on my Kickstarter and to work on the book.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I expect. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's kind of scary for me because I do want to, grab inspiration, go to Japan, actually work on this book, and everything like that. And I'm kind of scared for my YouTube channel, but I know it'll be fine. But my next big thing is to make Nima and my book into a franchise, into an anime, into what I originally want to do as a creator. Have my own stories and characters and world out there. And that's going to take a long time. But that's basically my big end goal and my next big thing.
That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see the final product and to get that book, to open that book and just smell the fresh paper and the print and then look at the beautiful pages. Oh yeah.
It's so creepy. Oh my God.
Art book fetish.
Art book fetish. Dude, okay, low key though, I'm having a lot of fun right now. I'm like, I haven't painted in a while, like this. Yeah. I've been at Comic-Con, I've been at Anime Expo, and I haven't had any time for myself, and so I'm having a blast right now. And I hope you guys are enjoying watching me paint too.
Oh, for sure, man. Of course. And yeah, it looks like you're having fun because it just looks amazing. Just love the face. Really cool. Let's look for some questions to keep your mind busy because it's too easy for you right now. Okay, Ross, can you tell us about the time when you were improving really fast and what did you do back then to make it work? So I guess that question is about these periods of fast improvement and then stagnation. So did you experience that at all?
Improvement, yeah. I think right when I found out about that I can do art for a living, I felt I was really behind and I felt like I needed to catch up. And so mileage is actually everything. And keeping your mind stimulated and just grabbing mental mileage was really helpful for me. Because if you think about our brains as a human being and as a tool, all we're doing is training muscle memory. And we're training information, we're absorbing information. And so when I first found out about it, I was 16 and all I did was lock myself in my room, grab a bunch of anatomy books and tutorials and just drew all day. And as terrible, as key as that sounds, that's basically what I did to improve in 3 months. I needed to submit a portfolio for college. And so I had to make it look like I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
And so it's just mileage and make sure that you're having fun while doing it. Because people forget that. They always just try to improve to get better.
Figure drawing again, god damn it.
Yeah, and you're already putting your mind in a more negative headspace and you're not absorbing as much as you could be.
Yeah, less likely to learn and just to make it stick, right?
Yeah. And so what I would do is, make sure this is what you want to do and have fun while you're doing it. And from that, you will improve a lot faster, I promise you.
There you go. Personal promise to the person that put out the question. Another one. Let's see. Okay, that's a tough one. I hate when somebody asks me that question, but what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given as an artist, Ross?
You really
what's the
want
best piece of advice? Okay, yeah. Bring it on.
It's been said for a reason, and it's, in a way, today we view it very cheesy. But the best piece of advice that I've understood is to simply be yourself. Because when you're yourself, I feel like you're in your best light, you shine the most, and you're not trying to become anyone else. And I feel like I've really understood that over the years. I'm going to do me. And whatever someone else is doing for their career, that's their own journey. And like I shouldn't try to replicate it and everything like that and be something I'm not. And so my journey is unique to me, and I just need to understand that my time will come and just keep doing you. We all learn at different paces. We all have different journeys. And when you get there where you want to go, you will understand that you got there because you were you.
Yeah, and it's not easy sometimes, right? To be just yourself. As cheesy as it sounds, it's just you would feel way safer if you would follow some sort of a
Formula.
Yeah, formula of like, okay, you just do that for a year and then you become this. Is it fine with you? Yes, of course. I would just go take this path and be all safe all around and then take no risk and then become beautiful at the end. Well, doesn't work like that. So yeah, it's great to see you having that courage to actually go out and, I mean, okay, so doing the YouTube thing and doing all that, it just have to come with your personality. So you discovered that it was sticking, right? So it sticked to your personality and then to who you are at the same time, and it made it into that, into you, and it's just working. So I guess it can be whatever combination of things. It can be somebody working on films because he wants to be someone like that, but at the same time, in the meantime, you discover that you don't really enjoy it. You don't enjoy crunch time. You don't enjoy deadlines at 3 a.m. and you don't enjoy those things. And that may be enough for you to decide, okay, maybe it's not that I want to. Maybe I just wanted to be connected with the big blockbuster title, right? And that was driving me. So maybe that's a little bit shallow, right? What else was there? Maybe having my own, maybe contributing to something big was a thing. So basically, yeah, you as you grow as an artist, you tend to find those, you extract the essence of your dreams into those things, right? That you understand at the time. And it's sometimes really funny when I look back what I thought it was cool and what it really is in the reality, and whether I enjoy it or not. And it's just these contrasts are just huge, and how it dynamically changes. What you perceive from back here, and when you just like in your room and trying to figure out how to break in, and you see all those big artists popping out awesome pieces, and you don't see costs of those, or you don't see the sweat and tears, and maybe they don't really love it. Maybe it's they're in the wrong place at the wrong time, and maybe they're suffering at the same time. Those pieces are something that drove you to that, to doing that. I mean, I'm getting a little bit in the round here, but you know what I mean. It's just staying true to yourself is different every week. At least to me, it just changes so dynamically.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, that was a piece of rant right there. Okay, what the hell are you doing now? It's just a new face recognition thing and liquefying it, right?
Oh yeah, I love this thing now. This is my new favorite thing. I feel like I want to change some of these proportion a little bit, maybe higher nose actually, because I want it to be cuter. So what I'm gonna do is just like copy this and just make it.
There you go.
Just like a little bit, just like playing around, see what's there.
Yeah, that's a perfectionist touch. Doesn't make that much difference, but it makes it beautiful in your eyes, right? It's just like
we all perceive things differently, and I feel like it's thing.
So this new liquify thing recognizes the face, right? And then you can manipulate each and every. Once sometimes I'm really ashamed because I paint the face and then I popping up liquify and I was like, oh yeah, boy, let's manipulate that face, and then it doesn't really find it. It doesn't find my face I painted. I'm like, what?
I know.
Photoshop, come on, is that not good enough for you?
Totally, I totally get it. Oh, can I have a rough timeline wrapping this thing up so I know when?
Of course, yeah. I think we should wrap up just like right now.
Okay.
No, I mean, yeah. We've been cracking up for hour and a half, and I don't want to take more of your time. You've been beautiful all the way through. And this sketch is coming out really awesome, man. And can't wait to see it because the stream quality is just like so and the full-fledged glory. So that's awesome. Man, thank you again for coming in. And sorry for ranting so much. I tend to go off on those. Maybe we should do more.
Dude, I love when you rant.
I'm just like not talking to myself from the cave in Poland, the dark cave.
But you need to come to America. We need to hang out. I need to go to Poland.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah, you know what? Actually, if we would just keep it real and not make it run for another 2 years.
Yeah, and
well, I think it's about me coming to States then, rather you coming to Poland. Let's be honest, right? I mean, I planned it anyway, but there's some shit going on with my visa because I lost my passport, and if I lost my passport, because Polish people need visa to go into States, so I need to go to embassy and explain myself. Why do I go to States?
Really?
Yeah. Am I going to stay and work from there, or do I do human trafficking, or will I carry any bombs on the plane? That's literally the questions you get to answer on those. Really. So, yeah, I just have to figure this out, and then probably be visiting. So anyone who will be in States have to catch up. God damn it.
Yeah, and if you can, stop by my stream this Friday at 3 a.m.
Friday 3 a.m. sounds like like my regular schedule of just hitting the deadline, just about to hit the deadline. Friday 3 a.m. Perfect. I think I'll be done with work. I'll probably look like a zombie. I'll try to make it. So.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much for catching up with me again.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
It was like I love you guys, and I love being on your channel just talking, even though it's just you, but it's still super fun. I'm having a good time just like answering questions and painting. It's like it's so fun, And yeah, thank you so much for making fan art of Nima.
That was fun, man. My pleasure, really. A beautiful character and always pleasure to paint. So yeah, I mean, can't wait to see the book. And congratulations again on that endeavor. I think it's really something you should be proud of, even at this stage. It will become a book very soon, and that's your baby, man. Can't wait to have it in my hands. And congratulations on the work. And everyone is, I think, should go to your Kickstarter and back it. So everyone who's watching now, got them now. Hit the link and just at least check out the Kickstarter page. This is not the plug that I was told to do. This is just me personally. Just do it. Just get the book, and yeah, you will not regret it. Okay, there is one more question. There's one more question. The question that we have to ask again, which is, would you rather be a Godzilla or a billionaire, and why? And honestly, I don't remember what you said last time. I'm wondering if I will go back and check. What the hell did you answer?
I answered that question?
Or maybe you did not. I mean, we were jerks and didn't ask it. Okay, let's go again. Would you rather be a Godzilla or a billionaire, and why? This is our traditional level up question that we forget to ask.
If I would be a billionaire or Godzilla, and why?
Yeah, retarded question, right?
No, not at all. I think I would probably... Okay, this is for a different reason, but I would probably be a billionaire.
A billionaire. Yeah, fund that project, yeah.
Because I like, like Tony Stark, he's a billionaire. And he has all these gadgets, and he has a cave. And so I like to be smaller, in life, but shine bigger. So I feel like Godzilla shines way too big and there's too much spotlight.
Yeah.
I like to spend the money to have like a sci-fi cave or something. You know what I mean? It's like to hide out.
I mean, if anyone else, I don't see anyone else from this concept art illustration industry becoming a superhero. I think this is only you. You could just have a fucking Ross suit or something, just have your own Avengers team and shit. And well, that would actually be cool to see. What superpowers would be? Call dodging, that's for sure.
With my dog.
With your dog, oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's fuck. There you go. The cast for the movie is done.
Yeah. Again, thank you guys for having me on your show. And also, there's 3 or 4 days left on my Kickstarter. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's my baby, and I will not let you guys down. And Wojtek did an amazing Nima piece that shocked me to my very core. Go check that out as well. And I look forward in 2 years, hopefully less, when I'm back on the show.
We'll be dead in 2 years probably, but hopefully not. I mean, Darek's not here working. Jonas is traveling through Japan, probably somewhere in the forests. Well, if we'll get back together, we'll surely do another one, and hopefully as soon as possible. We have another guest already scheduled, so stay tuned. Hit the like button here, that will help too. And subscribe, stay tuned. We'll try to get interesting guests and expand a little bit, because we tend to do this concept art illustration environment, and I think we explored the landscape a little bit for now. So we look forward to go to a little bit different places right now, and let us know if you guys are interested in hearing experiences from people like screenwriters or scientists, or the psychology of vision and stuff. We are thinking about looking for different resources and inviting different people to actually not only level up your art skills, but maybe level up your screenwriting, or level up the way you see the world, and level up, still in the art theme, but less in this technical vibe, which is how to paint and how to, so yeah. Yeah, guys, thanks, Ross, again, and see you guys in a week probably from now. Stay tuned for the event page, and let's catch up again.
Yes, later.
Okay, show us Mila now. Mila, god damn it. Show us Mila now.
Still live.
Yeah, we are still live.
Oh, we are still live, boys. Okay, Milo, come here. Oh.
He's a big boy right now, right?
Oh,
that's beautiful.
Milo. Hey, buddy.
All right. With this beautiful image, we will end this stream. See you guys. Bye.